Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Ka'imi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
On the set.
15, guys. Mike 15. I'm scared. Slam.
Get it.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Bravo.
40 for Mike. Check tight.
Hey, rock it. Go.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 18. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
Ready to break.
56. Check 56. Here we go. Check nickel. Alert 3.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Look at me. Go.
10.
Catch made by Slayton. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Ready.
53 at the mic. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Shoot. Save. Kill.
On 2nd down now. It's Cohen. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Let's go. 10-2, sir.
Check 52's the mark. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Hey, Echo. Ready?
On third down, Herbert. And that would be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Dorsett on the return. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
I'm here all day. Switch.
2nd and 10. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They're set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Yes.
We got motion. Back up.
Get it.
From the gun, Herbert. Looking long for Thomas. And got his man complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 74 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Ready.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Check.
Now Pollard. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Chris on travel.
Now back to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
On 2nd down, Pollard. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
But he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A first scoring update now from Carolina. The Broncos have opened up a 2-touchdown lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw.
Ricky.
Hey, zoom. Ready.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Let's go.
That's the end of the first quarter.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, wahoo! Now.
Back to throw. Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Now the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Hey, Sam off. X3, 218, chopper.
Hey, watch it.
Hey, high 7.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
And less than a yard.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they take it over, we step aside. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Ready, go. Five.
They'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
Come on,
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Come get it.
Looking to throw. Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Double time. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Hey, exit.
52. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Get it.
Off play action. Herbert letting one go deep for the... And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Darius Slayton, 29 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And now it's blocked. Oh, the Raiders have it. He's got daylight. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Chris Godwin, 65 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Check 26.
Go.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Under crush.
They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hard. Hey, Charlie.
Now it's Boulder. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
All right, let's put the check mark on the defensive side of the ledger there. Really nice tackle by the man in the middle. But why was he able to get that done? Because he has 4 down linemen in front of him, 2 tackles, 2 ends. And what they often try to do is create what we call a funnel. Right to the man in the middle linebacker, who often leads his team in tackles.
Ready. 50, plant.
53 is mine.
Hey, lock it. Shoot.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. Here's Dorsett. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They'll set up the throw, and the pressure gets to him again. Aaron Donald picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let's get this.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Dorsett's got it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And that goes for a gain of 31.
And there's an example of not taking your practice work, your drill work, and turning it into game speed. You work on that all the time. 3rd and long, you want to let them make the catch, rally to the football, tackle them short of the sticks. The pursuit there, not that great.
Yeah, not great. That may be an understatement. That turned into a big play. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
He's coming. Check in. You gonna get this boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Watch out. Hatchet.
On the ball. Get it.
They'll look to throw here. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
And the Raiders first down.
You ready?
Check back, forward. Touchdown, defense.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Pilot, 64, quick, 5.
2nd and 4. And finding the tight end, Wilson. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready? 30 base.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line.
You don't want no problems to me.
4th down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability.
He's got a man, complete, the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Hey, let go.
Tighten up.
Five.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on off.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry, 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Kill. 6-6, pull it high.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Go now. 60 outlaw.
Shit. Slam.
Hey, foxtrot. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Hey, team 6.
Mike 40. Watch the curl.
Second down and inches. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Hey, 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. So we got man.
Hey, 2. Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This from 54 yards away. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
He's tired of me. He's tired of us. 5-2's the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Check 52's the Mike. Check 50.
Yo, go. Shoot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
56. In your face. Check the backer. Check the backer. Check 50.
Oh! Ready?
First down, a run with Cohen. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
Let's get it.
Ready up.
So back at the midfield stripe now. They'll come up second and long.
Rock it.
Check 25. Check 25. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3.
Hey, high 7.
Whip. Watch the whip. Watch the safety creep. Check.
Leo. Snap.
Again, it's Cohen. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
56, Mike, 56.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Go.
Tracks. Let's go.
22 jet bomber.
Mike's 56. Coming to you. 56.
On first down, Herbert.
Come on.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
52, Mike 52. I got him. 52's the Mike.
To throw again, Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
Let's go, defense.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. Sports. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Showing up. 49, check 49, check 49.
Get it.
From the gun, Herbert. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Jayon Brown in to drop him behind the line for a loss of a yard. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Fair.
We got double up.
Look, squeeze.
Check 31. Slam.
Here's the 2nd and 7. Buying time to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
They have two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. The tackle made by Ken Crawley.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go out.
He's not going to get me.
Go.
He's checking crap. Check.
Hey, orbit.
56 is the mic. Tackles. Check.
Look at me. Go.
They try again with Cohen. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Watch the screen.
Hey.
Mike 52. Here we go.
Shoot.
To throw on third down. Herbert. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards.
Ready? 50. Play.
Who that?
Ready?
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Jayon Brown able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
Go.
Get nervous. Check 99. Check 99.
Now.
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for third down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 19-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
5.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. He'll be dropped at the 30. With a shifty move, got him a couple extra on the play. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Snags it for the pick.
Don't throw this way.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Bravo.
52's the mic, boys. 52.
On 1st down, it's Cohen. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Tighten up. Deuce. Check 24.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cohen, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 9.
Set. 60 yards.
Let's go.
Off the play fake. Herbert. And going deep for Hill. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Josh Hill, 49 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Fairbairn good with the extra point. On the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th now in Carson. And the victory there belonging to the Chargers. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Complete to Dorsett. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Saints, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again.